This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake your body.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Kristin Davis from Sex and the City
She is.
has joined us. You know her as Charlotte. She's done so much more.
Yeah.
First of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Woo!
That was the first time I ever heard as a man. People don't talk about the qualities that Sex and the City have for men who wanted to know more about women. Mm. You know, and as a young, I didn't watch it initially because I felt like it weren't enough black people on it. That was my thing back then.
I understand.
You right?
Yes,
right? You
I
felt
do.
Me? You felt me on that?
I feel you.
Okay, great.
We got Blair later, but
Then you
it
got
took
Blair
a while.
Underwood.
He was awesome.
And it was great because he got to have sex with a white woman on TV.
Gosh, Sway.
And we all wanted him, let me tell you. It was like no one could get enough Blair.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I bet your character wanted him too, right? Like
For
you were
sure.
thinking that.
Only off camera, unfortunately. I wasn't allowed to want him on camera,
No,
but that's okay.
That's okay. But what an iconic series it turned out to be in the movies, the whole
Thank
nine,
you.
and I
Thank
learned so much about it. And now you're working on this really interesting project. It's called Gardeners of Eden.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And talk about that.
Gardeners of Eden is about elephants, and it's about a group that I work with called the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust in Kenya. And it's about the poaching crisis, which is very extreme, and we're risking losing elephants altogether in the wild in the next 10 to 15 years.
Every elephant will be extinct at this rate in the next 10 to 15 years.
Correct.
Sheesh.
Correct. If we don't do something, yes. Over ivory bangles, ivory statues, greed, basically. So, and then also on top of that, the worst thing is that the people who are doing the killing every 15 minutes, they believe an elephant is killed for its tusks. The people who are doing it are syndicated international crime circles who run weapons, slaves, humans, drugs, and then the terrorist groups.
Yeah.
Who are saying, go out, kill elephants because ivory is worth more than gold and we can buy more weapons to kill more people. So it's not only the elephants who are this majestic, beautiful creature who are, keeping the forest a happy place for all the other animals. It's actually humans who are at risk. So
Yeah.
it's a huge issue about extinction and what we care about in life and whether we care about greed and things or whether we care about nature and an earth that we can inhabit and be proud of. And what are we going to say to our children?
How is that battle going? Because if a full-grown elephant tusk are worth about how much?
Well, every
the
ounce,
average?
I don't even know what gold is worth, but more than, if you can get it out of the country and get it carved,
Yeah.
it's like you could sell a huge tusk that's carved for $100,000.
$100,000, a couple $100,000, in fact.
They believe that the whole illegal wildlife trade is $17 billion a year, and that's counting, cheetah skins, everything that they're killing, because they're trying to kill everything that people will sell or buy. So really, everyone just has to stop. The demand has to stop. That's what we have to do.
Without elephants on the planet, what else suffers?
Everything, because they are the gardeners of Eden, which is
Yeah.
why I called the film that. They do a lot of kind of housework for the forest and the savanna that lets the impalas, all the species below them have water, have trees. The foliage won't grow if they don't knock down the old trees. The water holes don't stay if they don't pack down the earth. These are things that don't necessarily seem like they affect our daily lives, but in fact they do, because we need those savannas and forests to grow, to create oxygen and eat carbon. Our world is connected, and we know that. So we need everything to be sustaining and keeping the ecosystem balanced so that
the
we
global
humans can lead.
ecosystem. Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
But how did you get put onto this? Because it's not like, every American has
Does
an
it make
elephant as a
sense?
pet. Right.
Well, no, yes, of course. Hopefully every American does not have an elephant as a pet. I loved elephants forever. I don't know why. I just love them. In my first safari, I just told my safari guard, I just want to watch elephants, and they thought I was crazy. But I like them because they're like humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, you finished, right? I'm sorry. I was going to say my grandmother, I didn't know. Tracy,
You didn't mean to cut her off, Emma?
No, my grandmother collected elephants growing up as a child, little statues and
Okay.
things like that. And she looked like, where the hell did you live?
Right.
No, my grandmother collected elephants, and so
What were they made of?
Just different little glass, little things she would buy when
Got
we
it.
travel. Everyone
Got it.
brought her
Got
back
it.
elephants. We believe when the trunk was up, it was a sign of good luck and things
Right.
like that. And it just so happened this weekend I saw a documentary as well on elephants, and it said that they're the one animal on the planet that's most like humans.
Yeah.
That they travel. The family thing is very
Correct.
strong.
Yes.
So if this happens, then what I mean, the whole idea of family, what's going to happen for real, you know?
I know. I mean, that's part of why I love the group that I work with, the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust. They have basically all the orphans that have been created by this poaching crisis. And they raise them by hand with very loving keepers who spend 24/7 with them, as you'll see in my documentary. Incredible, incredible keepers. And they create a family around them. And then the elephants create their own family. And then our orphans who have gone back in the wild, they get to decide when they're ready to go back in the wild. When they make that decision, they go back into the national park, they create their own families, and then they mate with wild elephants, and they have wild-born babies. And then some of them even have wild-born grandchildren that they bring back to show to the keepers, because that's their human family. So they have their elephant family and their human family. And as Daphne Sheldrick, the leader of our group, she's devoted her whole life to figuring out how to raise these orphans. She says she sees it as a holding place card, so that if the world gets better for elephants, we will have almost 200 elephants that we have hand raised and re-released into the wild that we can keep safe, that can repopulate. And we're just hoping that we can change the poaching crisis in time to give them safety.
Wow. Kristin Davis is here. I know people thought we were just going to talk about Sex in the City, and is there going to be another movie? And is there? We'll find out up next. 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning. That's a clip from a documentary that's executive produced, right? Or
executive produced and produced.
And produced by Kristin Davis.
Yes.
It's called Gardeners of Eden. It's premiering on Pivot TV this Wednesday. It opened up in New York and L.A. This past Friday. And the proceeds, are they going to benefit?
Yes, absolutely. I paid for the film because I didn't want any money that was donated for the elephants to be used for the film.
Yeah.
We don't have a marketing budget. We don't have a PR budget. Every dollar goes right to the elephants. So I just wanted to tell the story, and I wanted people to see what was happening and the work that was being done. So I used my own money for it, and I'm happy to do so because I feel like people are really like, wow.
Can this make a difference?
I think so. I think film is a really, really powerful tool because without film, there's no way everyone could go to Kenya and see what's going on.
Yeah.
There's no way everyone could go out with an anti-poaching team and see what they actually do. There's no way you could see the baby elephants and how adorable they are. Not everybody, you know? So I wanted people to feel that and feel what I feel when I get to go. I'm so blessed that I get to go.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show that story while we have time. And we really need everyone to kind of stand up and be an activist to try to save our world.
I want to give out your you go, sister.
That's right.
We about to start marching for the elephants now.
Well, for everyone.
Yes.
For everyone.
Yes.
It's not even the elephants. It's everyone. There's so many species that are on the verge of extinction because of what we're doing to the world. And, we have some awareness, but it's like a turning point right now.
Yeah.
We have to stand up. We have to do something. We have to say what's important to us because I think the bad people who are doing this, they're strong, and they have no qualms, and they're going to do it until it's gone for their own purposes, which are bad.
Yes.
And the good people are living their lives and taking care of their kids and trying to get through the day and kind of unaware of it. And that's why I wanted to make the film, to say to people, we have to fight for our world so that it's a good world and not a bad world.
Kristin Davis, you can find her on social media too, at Kristin Davis with a K. And show your support, and this is beautiful because as I watch you, I feel like I'm in an episode sometimes of Sex in the City right now. And you are exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah, you've done so well with yourself over the years.
That's so nice.
Yes,
Thank
just
you.
exactly the same. Okay, so I got to ask you, can we switch topics a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, Heather, you go first.
It's just so off topic, but Brad Garrett just left, of course. You guys hugged, and I was like, wait a second. He was on Seinfeld as a auto mechanic. I remember you being on Seinfeld as disease, the girl who he wouldn't kiss with the toothbrush.
Disease.
No,
Come on now.
No, you didn't have a disease.
She have VD?
No.
Oh, shoot. Jerry's, her toothbrush fell in the toilet.
Maybe. We're not sure.
And Jerry wouldn't kiss her. And I remember you look back now and it's like, wow, people who got on that show just blew up. Do you ever just look back at your life when you see these crazy episodes and like, wow, I remember that. How crazy was all of this?
Yeah, totally. I still feel like it's like totally crazy. I mean, that was a job that I wanted, and I have to say I auditioned probably 10 times to get on Seinfeld because everyone wanted to be on Seinfeld, obviously.
Right.
It was the thing. Do you know what I mean? And I would go and I would call my manager and I'd be like, I'm here again. again. Why am I here again? And he'd be like, hang in there. It's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to work. And finally it did. And it was a great part. But I had literally never done a sitcom. So I was scared.
Wow.
I was scared. And here I am with like, you know, the ultimate, right?
Yeah.
So, and I had to be with Jerry all the time, who's so nice and so likable and like you would think he would be. And at a certain point, I was like, God, I'm really nervous. And he was like, why? I said, I've never been on a sitcom. He was like, oh, well, it's only 34 million people watching. And I was like, sounds like Sway. I was like, I can't breathe, Jerry. I can't breathe, Jerry. So, I mean, I still remember every bit of it. It was amazing. I mean, I knew all the Friends while they were getting cast. I was up for Friends, you know, and they were on the stage next door. I went on ER the first season when it was like rising up. I was with Clooney.
Wow.
I mean, I am a lucky girl. Do you know what I mean?
You stunting on us.
Yeah, she's stunting on us.
Yep. I've had it good.
With all of these top-notch shows, you know, like Seinfeld, like you said, ER, and of course Sex and the City, I'm wondering what's the competition like behind the scenes? You know, did anyone ever try to sabotage your path?
That is an interesting question. I don't think anyone I don't think people thought about it like, I'm going to sabotage her. But I mean, there were definitely times early in my career where like other people would have more power. And I'm not talking about Sex and the City now, but I remember one time I was wearing this dress on the show. I'm not going to say what show. And all of a sudden the producer calls me over and he's like, Kristin, we've got to change you. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, your dress is too nice. I'm like, I don't understand. I thought we were supposed to look good. What do you mean? What do you mean? He goes, yeah, other people are upset. And I was like, whoa.
Oh, the shade.
The shade.
Yeah,
45.
yeah. So there's kind of weird stuff like that, like almost power plays, I guess. But I think that happens at every office, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was nothing terrible.
Does it happen between anybody in this room, you think? Nah?
You guys are in pretty close quarters.
Okay, good.
Let's hope
good.
not.
Let's get dirty real quick.
I know, right?
Well, Sway, I thought it'd be cool if we could make one of the Sex and the City girls an official citizen of Sway in the Morning, but she has to earn it by passing our quiz.
It's time to play Who Wants to Be a Citizen? I want to be a citizen. Answer all the questions correctly, and you'll be a certified Sway in the Morning approved citizen.
Yeah. I love that.
Good intro. All right, Kristin, are you ready?
Yes.
This quiz is called Sex and the Cities. All right.
Okay.
Question number 1. Sexiest city in the U.S. Chicago, Dallas, or Las Vegas?
There's a survey done on this.
Dallas.
Nope. Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Come on, the Mayweather
Ew.
fight was there. You didn't watch the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight? You did not watch the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight?
No.
But
What did you do
what were you
Saturday
doing?
night?
What?
I was
The rabbit?
putting my daughter to bed.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah. I'm not excited, Shay. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right.
Okay.
All right. Number Kristin now to the
Wait,
strip club or something.
I have to say, there's one good thing about Vegas. Sex and the City slot machines.
Oh, that's true. This
I
is
should
true.
have
That's
thought
true.
of
Do
that.
you get
Do
paid
they
for
have
that?
Yeah.
those?
Yeah,
All right.
we
You
do.
do? You do?
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Play Charlotte. She's got good odds.
All right. Number 2. Which city has sex the most? Los Angeles, Atlanta, or Miami?
Oh, Lordy, have mercy. These are like real questions. I'm not qualified to answer this question. Tell me my choices again.
Atlanta, Los Angeles, or Miami?
Miami.
Yeah,
Correct.
got that right. Okay. Just 3 more, Kristin. 3 more.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. In New York City, which borough was voted as having the least sexiest population? The Bronx, Queens, or Staten Island?
Easy.
Staten
That's
Island.
Isn't the Wu-Tang Clan from there?
So a
I'm
big
sorry.
edge.
Well, they're the exception, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm
All
sorry,
right,
everyone.
okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Which city was voted as the hardest to stay monogamous in? New York, D.C., or Philly?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to go with New York.
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know it well.
That was fascinating.
All right, let's broaden it a little bit.
All right,
Okay.
With over 21 beauty pageant wins, this city is considered the sexiest city in the world. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Caracas, Venezuela, or Stockholm, Sweden?
I'm pretty sure it's Rio.
No, it's Venezuela.
No.
So
Oh.
how did she do?
She only missed 2.
I don't think I get
She
to
missed
win.
two?
I'm
Passing.
sorry.
She passed it? She got
She got 3 right out of 5.
If you get
Yeah,
more
those
right than
were
wrong.
like serious.
Okay, you know what? You're officially a citizen.
A Sway in the morning.
Thank you.
Kristin
Thank
Davis
you
is a
so
citizen.
much. Oh, barely.
Give me a hug.
How generous of you.
I got a kiss too, by the way.
Yay.
All right. Because quiet as kept, you were the sexy one in Sex and the City.
Thank you.
You get that a lot.
Oh,
Hear
oh,
that.
Q thinks so
I
too.
love to
You
hear
like
that.
that?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
We
you.
were all
Thank you.
secretly plotting on you.
Thank you.
Damn it, I wish you would have got Blair.
I do too.
Yeah, Underwood. Yeah. Okay, Kristin, thanks for coming by.
Thank you,
for
Kristin.
having me.
Absolutely. You got to
It's
come
really
back.
fun.
You got to
I'd
come
love
back.
to.
I'll
I'd
tell
love
our
to.
mutual buddy I saw you.
I
All
will.
right?
Please tell him.
I
Tell him
definitely
mine.
will. I definitely will.
Good.
We also want to thank Brad Garrett for coming by today.
Yes, we do.
All right. Tomorrow's show, we got Jane Seymour. She's going to stop by and join
know
us.
her too.
You know her too?
Yeah, I was on Medicine Woman.
That's right.
With Johnny Cash.
Yes.
It was crazy.
Oh, you got to ask her a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let's think of a question. We'll record it and play it back for her tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay, go ahead.
Where do I look? Just talk.
Okay.
Hi, Jane. It's Kristin Davis. I just wanted to ask you if you remember who I played on your show, Medicine Woman.
That's great. Okay,
Perfect.
That's perfect. Okay. Josh Hartnett is coming by tomorrow too. You know Josh?
Don't know him.
Okay.
He's very cute.
Okay. You want to ask him a question?
Explain to me your show because I don't really understand.
Okay. That's good. Let's see who else is coming by while we got it here.
Don't tell me. Keep going.
Yeah, no, we might.
Okay.
Who we got coming in the week? During this
We
week.
got Bellamy Young. She plays
Oh,
the
word.
president's wife on
Oh,
Scandal.
Scandal.
Oh, I love that Kerry Washington.
Okay, so
Just
you
be
wanna-
nice to Carrie. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
She's up there on the top of the list of fantastic women.
Okay, Bellamy, be nice to Carrie.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. And that's it. Okay, that's good. All right, cool, man. Kristin Davis, pleasure for you to come by today. Come back, all right?
I'd love
and
to.
good luck with this. Gardeners of Eden is premiering on Pivot TV
I'm
Wednesday.
gonna support that.
Is there
Thank you
any
so much.
a website or people could go to find out more information?
Yes, takepart.com.
What is that?
Takepart.com.
Takepart.com, all right? Tracy G, how can people reach you?
Twitter, Instagram, @it's Tracy G, ITS, ACYG. Also, make sure you go to SoundCloud.com/She's Beauty and Beast at 1:30. I will have a new one, Comparaholics Anonymous.
Okay. Heather B.
Hit me up at the Happy Hour, WHB, on Instagram and Twitter. Citizens, thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. You can do that at the Happy Hour with Heather B. And of course, if you miss any part of Sway's show, make sure you go to SiriusXM.com/on-demand and you can hear all these great interviews.
Okay, Kristin Davis, go ahead. Give your Twitter address out to people.
At Kristin Davis, Kristin Davis. And then Facebook, Kristin Davis.
She killed that. All right, I'm at Real Sway on Twitter and Instagram. And Sway's Universe is the website. You can see all these wonderful interviews, like Heather said. And then Sway's Universe is the YouTube channel. Until tomorrow, we have nothing left to say.
It's Sway in the morning, only
On Shade 45.